Hello everyone, this is Sihan from the Research and Development Department in Market Equity, and in this video I'm going to be talking about some of the important instruments and their price movement predictions for the day, which falls on a Thursday, 23rd of December 2021. Let's begin with the Nasdaq index, where in the previous videos we said that it was moving in a downtrend in the 4-hour time frame inside the overall uptrend in the daily time frame, and we were waiting for it to target around level 15,550, which recently we can see that the index has reached this level and rebounded upwards off of it, and upon rebounding upwards off of it, it continued to form a sideways movement in the 4-hour time frame, where level 15,550 is the lower boundary of it and level 16,440 is the upper boundary of it in the 4-hour time frame. Recently we can see that it has also broken upwards to level 16,120, which resembled a horizontal resistance level for the index in the 4-hour time frame, and therefore it supports the continuity of the current sideways movement and the targeting of around level 16,440 as a primary target in the current sideways movement. If we notice the RSI indicator in the 4-hour time frame, then we can see that due to it moving around level 70 near the overbought area, it supports the probability of rebounding down off of around the current levels in order to continue with the sideways movement. However, it is important to note that as long as the index holds above level 16,120, then it will still support the targeting of around level 16,440 as a primary target in the sideways movement, as we said. That was it for the Nasdaq index. Let's move on to the New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar. In the previous videos we said that the pair is moving in a downtrend in the 4-hour time frame as well as the daily time frame, and recently we can see that it has reached level 0.67 and rebounded upwards off of it, which in turn started a sideways movement in the 4-hour time frame between level 0.67, which resembles the lower boundary of it, and level 0.6820, which resembles the upper boundary of it. After the pair rebounded upwards off of around level 0.67, we can see that it is currently being traded around level 0.6820, which, by breaking upwards to it, will support the extension of the current upwards correctional movement, which might extend to retest around level 0.6870, then around level 0.6915 or 0.6920 as primary targets in the upwards correctional movement. If we notice the RSI indicator in the 4-hour time frame, then we can see that due to the rebounding down off of around level 70 near the overbought area, it supports the rebounding down off of around the current levels in order to continue with the sideways movement. However, it is important to note that due to the RSI indicator showing the start and the presence of an uptrend, then it further supports the continuity of the current upwards correctional movement, and it further supports the breaking upwards to level 0.6820, as we said. That was it for the New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar. Let's move on to the silver. In the previous videos we said that the silver was moving in a downtrend in the 4-hour time frame, and we said that as long as it doesn't break upwards to level 22.60, then we will still be moving in a downtrend in the 4-hour time frame. However, we did mention that it is expected to break upwards to it, and in that case we said that it will extend to target around level 23, then around level 23.19 as primary targets in the uptrend. Recently we can see that the silver has broken upwards to level 22.60 and is currently being traded around level 23, which is a horizontal resistance level for the silver in the 4-hour time frame, and therefore by breaking upwards to it will support the continuity of the current uptrend in the 4-hour time frame, which will then continue to target around level 23.25 as a primary target in the current uptrend. If we notice the RSI indicator in the 4-hour time frame, then we can see that by rebounding upwards off of around level 50, it supports the continuity of the current uptrend in the 4-hour time frame, and by moving around level 70 near the overbought area, it supports the probability of rebounding down off of around the current levels in order to retest around level 22.60 before continuing with the overall uptrend. If we notice the daily time frame, then we can see that what further supports the continuity of the bullish scenario is that upon rebounding upwards off of around level 21.40, which resembles a horizontal support level for the silver in the daily time frame, the silver has formed a sideways movement between levels 21.40, which resembles the lower boundary of the sideways movement, and 24.80, which resembles the upper boundary of the sideways movement in the daily time frame, and therefore it is very likely for the silver to be targeting around level 24.80 since it is the upper boundary of the sideways movement in the daily time frame. This, in turn, as we said, will support the continuity of the uptrend in the 4-hour time frame. That was it for the silver. Market Equity wishes you successful trading. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.